It's your girl Leoess with Leoess Tarot, and I'm here with you lovelies with another Planet Pick a Card reading. So if you guys don't know, I'm doing this whole astrology thing where I'm doing pick a card for the planets, where I channel messages from the planets from your birth chart. Hey, anyway, I have two very impressive planets here today, and this is where the split happens, by the way, between Western and Eastern astrology. So for those of you who are just diving into astrology, hi, you're going to learn today, right? For those of you that are, into it and know already, you guys would know this then. There's a big split here. Eastern astrology is as far as the eye can see, and their north and south node is called Rahu and Ketu. Okay, so with Western astrology, we kind of have a bigger picture of the sky and the planets. And so back then, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, well, they couldn't be seen, so they had no clue that they were out there. So they were added later, of course, with us. And these are pretty much what these planets mean, all right? So I have really strong Uranus and Neptune placements, and if you're around my age, you will too. And it's in the first house, which caused for me to be very daydreamy, very optimistic, awkwardly optimistic. Causes me to be awkward, period, and weird, which I totally embrace in myself. It took a long time to get there, though. But I do know a lot of very weird facts, and that's something that you would know if you have Uranus and Neptune in your first house. So I was really happy to dive into these guys for you. So here I have Uranus. He is the Fool in tarot, and I have Neptune, who is the Hanged Man. So let me dive into why this is so. So Uranus, he is rebellion. 100% rebellion. He is awkwardness. He is just going against the grain for the sake of going against grain. There's no real rhyme or reason to why he would rebel. He also, though, is pure discipline behind your motivation. He's pure discipline behind what makes you optimistic. He is your humanitarian because he's going to do what he can to rebel and save everyone and end up being the victor. He is a powerhouse in many, many ways. And then you jump on over to his female counterpart, who is Neptune, the Hanged Man. And Neptune is all about faith. If you have strong Neptune placements, then you probably have almost I don't want to say, how do I say it? It's like a apostle type of energy when it comes to your religion, be it whatever your religion is or your faith is. Someone with strong Neptune placements, I really feel like if you don't know your faith, you would have a hard time. You have to get in alignment with your faith and where it can drive you. That's the whole thing about the Hanged Man. He has to see things from a bigger perspective and have absolute faith in what's coming. And I know I keep driving in faith here, but that's what I keep being pulled to talk about. A lot of people don't quite understand what faith is. It is the absence of physical evidence and still saying that's the truth. It is your imagination. It is just the bubbliness of being up there in that Pisces, Seven of Cups energy, where you just have all these options and ideas of happiness. With these two combined, ooh, you can really push far for religion, or you can just be eccentric and be yourself and definitely live up in the clouds in a big way, but it's sometimes worth it, right? Because you learn a lot up there. So I'm just going to jump into the little pick a card going on here. I did grab tarot out. I am going to shuffle on camera. I do have some oracle there too. But if you want to find out where your Uranus and your Neptune placement is, I will have a link below in the description box so you guys can go check out where they are and see how they relate to you in your life. And just enjoy the awesomeness. For a long time, we didn't even know these guys were there, and then boom, here they are. So it's up to you if you want to follow it. Some do, some don't. right? So we're going to jump into Uranus here and his message to you lovelies. We have the beautiful Fool card, and the whole thing is taking that leap right before we quite know where the ending's going to be. And that really speaks of Uranus, because he's about that. He's about that, let's go, let's just drive and move forward. Do what's in your heart. Do what you're driven to do. Take that leap, right? We start at 0. We don't start at 1. I also heard for a lot of you that there's coming a time where you're going to be in this big kind of hermit energy, but it is up to you how you're going to use this energy. Some of you are going to use it to stress, and it's not going to work out well for you. I'm actually seeing him looking down, kind of like a jerk, to be honest. Like if you're having this a lot of alone time coming up and you're using it to just self-medicate or like and by self-medicate, I do mean drugs. Use it for drug use or just hanging out with buddies and not really going after your dreams and goals. You are definitely not going to get anywhere. Definitely not going to get anywhere in life. And Uranus is saying, hey, why don't you be a rebel and actually go do something about that? That's where you can rebel. You can rebel against where people thought you were going to stay. That's a very strong message. All right. Let's see what we got going on for you in tarot. Then I'm going to jump into, I think I have energy, oracle, and wisdom. Wisdom of the tarot. All right. Uranus message. Yes. Go after what you love. Get that drive. That's the King of Wands there. I do. For some of you might be having like a fire sign X or somebody who gets you in this like egoic mode, and they're saying use it, like ride that wave, like flirt, be flirtatious, flirt with that person. I heard like, oh, they like you too, don't worry about it, you know, just have a good time, and you can both kind of use that energy wave to ride. Pretty much like when you're happy in all aspects of your life, it's easier to unlock potential. And here he is with his Ace of Wands there. So that does tell me there's a lot of creative energy coming in here. For some of you, I heard like awkward music or weird music. Like, oh, if you have like a song you want to share. Oh, look at that. Ace of Wands fell out. If you have a song you want to share with someone, do it. Be awkward. Be awkwardly in love. Be awkwardly attracted to someone. It's going to be like okay. You're not going. I heard you're not going to be boxed in, and whoever you're dealing with, don't try to box them in either. This is a free energy here. Ooh, that kind of got sexual a little there in my mind. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, we're coming back. Come on. Come back from that. This isn't an 18+ video. Those will be coming up though. Anyway, all of your artistic endeavors, I guess you could say, like go for them. This is the perfect time. There's like, I see the clear sky here and the Ace of Wands. See that clear sky? It's like that green light to go. You will have a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance and blessings if you just move your butt. Move your butt towards your goals. Stop blocking love. Stop sabotaging love. That's what was popping in my head earlier. Like there's a lot of happiness. Yeah, relax. A lot of happiness to be had here. And you can really have it all. You don't have to stretch yourself thin. One more. One more. 3 of Cups here. Yeah, this is a time for you guys to be clear with your intentions, but to have fun. There are people around you who really do enjoy your awkwardness. They enjoy your jokes. They enjoy your playfulness. A lot of people are going to be open to your energy, and Uranus is asking for you to embrace it because this could also be prosperous later, because these friends I do see will continue to carry over like prosperity even in darker times. I heard if somebody's your sun, if someone's your happiness, it might be awkward to say it, but let them know. Reach out and let them know that. Making sure that's focused. I don't know, I feel drawn to pull another for you guys. Yeah, I love this energy. The High Priestess. So your intuition is on spot, guys. I feel like for the moments that I'm not speaking, you're actually filling in the gaps with useful information for yourself. Some of you might even be reading the cards in a different way. And Spirit is saying, absolutely, go for that. Like, go for that, that definition, because you know more than you think, than you give yourself credit for. You guys are very intuitive. A lot of you don't know it because you really doubt yourself. I heard you like to fill in too many holes. And you end up filling it in with things that stress you out and make you rebel in a bad way. And actually puts kind of like poison in the system. And Uranus is reminding you that sometimes it's okay for there to be holes. Sometimes there's okay, you know. As long as you're not hurting anyone or nobody's hurting you. And you're, going to be able to tell. Just follow your gut. It also reminds me of like going into this like alone time too. Where making sure to use your alone time in like useful ways. You guys, your ships are definitely coming. Your ships are definitely coming in. Don't stress so much about how you're going to get there. Just keep going with what you're being guided and told to do every day. And I do mean every day. Every day you should tune into yourself and listen. Every day you should tune in and see what your guides have to tell you. It will definitely help get your day going. I start my day that way, by getting my messages from my guides. And here, look at this Two of Cups with the Three of Cups. Here's another message for you guys too, all right? Sometimes heartbreak is a part of love. Sometimes heartbreak is love, actually, because it teaches us how to soothe ourselves or how to release with gratitude. And it doesn't mean don't fight for your love, because sometimes you have to fight for love sometimes. And it might feel awkward. It might feel bumpy. You might even think that me and this person, we don't really see eye to eye. But at the same time, you are being asked to look at things from a grander perspective. To kind of check out that cup. Like, yeah, it got a little sand in it. But that's okay. If you pick it up and dust it off, it actually has gems. It's actually of pure gold. So sometimes we could get carried away looking at all these other pretty cups that kind of have these bronze dripping from them, and it kind of looks like gold, but at the end of the day, it's the cup that we often walk past that is actually our perfect home. So you are being guided to take a chance. Some of you are being guided to dates. I mean, you guys are guided to being open to what you consider awkward love. There's a lot of happiness to be had here. It's just, I see two people who like, one person's feeling really good about the connection, the other person's stressing the connection, and then it goes like flip-flops. And Uranus is saying that it's going to be that way until like the waves even out, if that makes sense. So it's going to take some time for you and this person to get to know each other, but get on getting to know each other is what he's saying. You guys have a lot coming. It's just, are you going to be driven and go after it? Are you going to charge forward and take the leap? That is what Uranus is all about. Like rebellion. to do what you got to do, but also doing it just for the hell of it too, right? So here I have 4 of my energy cards. I have patience, number 16. I'm sorry guys if you hear kiddos talking. I have second chakra, Archangel Ariel in reverse. That is the sacral chakra. And it is definitely a lot to do with confidence. Maybe confidence in a situation. I do see that you are kind of losing patience in a situation as well. Or you don't think something is growing in the way that it should. But there's a call for balance, and there's a call for you to be patient in your own way. I keep seeing like 2 balls of fire that are keep like going back and forth with each other, like a circle too, like spirals. So it could be that you're going back and forth with like a twin flame, if you believe in that, or a soulmate, that there's a big soulmate energy around you. And ride out the waves is what I hear. Things are going to even out, and with time things will manifest the way that they should. I also heard for some of you, if there was like a recent rejection, be patient with that as well. It's like nothing to do with you, is what I heard. It's like nothing to do, and I have to say that for the people in the back, nothing to do with you. Even though it can tend to feel personal, it's not. It's not a personal thing. If you think somebody's not into you, they totally are. They're into you. It's just you're both evening each other out. All right, here's the other 2. I have Rest and Rejuvenation in reverse, number 19. And I have the Templed Path, number 12. I love that card. That is about that inner peace. Now, with Rest and Rejuvenation in reverse, I do feel for some of you, this is like a bump to get up and go. Like, figure out what you need to do, push your business, make those changes. If you're trying to lose weight, this is about discipline. That's what it boils down to. Everybody wants to lose 20 pounds, but nobody wants to work out for an hour a day. You know, and that's all you really need, by the way. Just get your workout on for an hour and you're good, you know. You've done enough manifesting. Now it's time to start going forward. That is his biggest message to you guys. It's moving your rear. It's getting up and going. It's like universe heard you. God heard you, angels heard you, Odin heard you, whoever you pray to, they heard you and they want to bless you. But you have to make the moves forward. And change, it's awkward, it's raw, it's not instant gratification, and that's what the Templed Path is here for. It's remembering in yourself why you're doing these things. It's being true and authentic to yourself while doing the changes on the outside. It's also going to a place of calm and a place of acceptance and compassion for yourself at the end of the day. Because, yeah, things aren't moving as fast as you want, but you are just taking the steps. I did see, like, dragging your feet. You could definitely be dragging your feet going into the coming weeks. And you're just kind of putting the brakes on yourself. Uranus is like, yeah, you're rebellion. I'm all about the rebellion. But stop rebellion against yourself. Because you're just like, you're blocking yourself here. And you're blocking love. And you're blocking success. So just get on the page with yourself. Same page, right? With yourself. All right, guys. Here we are with the wisdom. And then we're going to jump over to Neptune. Thinker. This is definitely a number 44. You've definitely done enough thinking about it, guys. Fork in the road, making those changes. And I did hear for some of you need to hear this. All right? What's the name of that song? Oh, Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, there's always 2 paths you could go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. You know, so many of you guys think that one decision is like it. You will never be able to change your mind. You know, this isn't the soup that got away. You know, like if I could have had that one soup, it would have been like the most amazing dinner. And that's not true. That's not true at all. There will be other chances to change your path. This is just an experimental uh, thing, if you will. I don't even mean to make it sound so like up in the air, but it really, it's like, why don't you try to go that way first? With Thinker, you have all the answers that you need, guys. Have all the answers that you need. Step into your awkwardness. Step into your loving light. Get up, move your rear, go towards your dreams and goals, and get it done. You have tons of happiness here. Definitely tap into your own inner light, guys. See that sun? I love these cards because these cards are so bright, especially the sun card, which tried to pop out earlier in the deck. But it's just like widen your eyes almost. But we're gonna move on to beautiful Neptune. So guys, I'm going to not forget to write down the timestamp. There be okay. 21. All right, loves. For those of you who picked Neptune, we're going to jump in here. And we got the Hangman. A lot of you, Neptune's question to you is, what is your faith? What is it that you believe in? What is it that drives you? Are you in tune with it? Are you receiving the messages? Do you even have a faith? Because who knows? You might just be here because it's 3 a.m. or something. And you got nothing better to do when this weirdo popped up on your timeline or your whatever it is that's on YouTube. But this is a question to you. What is faith, and what is your connection with it? What is your connection to the divine? Are you mad at the divine? Are you in tune with it? Because some people, it's okay to be mad, by the way. It is totally okay to be mad, but a lot of people I hear so often say to me, and this might be something you hear around you. It's like, well, I don't believe in the divine or God or whatever, but why do they allow bad things to happen if they're real? First off, if you're questioning it that way, you believe. There's a little piece of you that believes enough to question that God. And that is just a fact. It's like if you're really hypothetical about it, or hypotheticaling it, or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, a little bit of Uranus energy still here with my awkwardness. But if you're questioning it in that way, there's a form of you that does believe, because then you know that something is there to be questioned to begin with. So this is really pushing me to tell you to expand on your faith. Look, God isn't going to be mad if you learn about other gods. Like, to me, the way that I've put it in my mind is that these are all entities that coexist in many ways. These are all entities tied to cosmic law. It is us in many ways who create these gods. So through prayer and through manifestation of our mind, these gods are here. And so I believe there is one big true God. I call him divine. I call him universe. I call him dad sometimes when I really, really want something, you know. But you got to find some kind of, there it is. You got to find some kind of tap into your faith, because it will bring a tap into your self-awareness. Even if your faith is, I believe that we are here of the earth, we are angels of the earth only. It's still a recognition of energy. And that's where it boils down to. This recognition that there's a force greater than us, and greater than you, and greater than me. And it could just very well be the electricity in front of us, you know. But coming to alignment with your belief. I also heard for some of you, your ancestors, your spirit guides are asking that perhaps you light a candle or do some kind of ritual as a thanks to the connection to, I know it sounds kind of like, what? No, to them and the connection. Sometimes we forget to thank our ancestors and guides, especially nowadays. Nowadays, we don't do that. Back then, they had temples, and it was kind of like a requirement for you to go and give thanks. But when you do this thanks for your spirit guides and your God's God or whoever you go to, make sure to then turn around and give thanks to the people around you, because they too help bring you closer to your faith and your what you want. And look, there it is, the Hierophant. Hierophant here, he's our teacher, he's our messenger to the divine. A lot of people don't know this, but behind the Hierophant is the door. See the door back here? This goes into the spirit realm. Here's the two pillars. So he is testing you. He's testing your faith. He's testing what you believe in, how far you'll go to find out about yourself and what you need for your spirit, for your goals, for your drive, for your soul path. A lot of you are really starting to dive into your soul path and what it means. A lot of you are just really starting to get into like astrology. I do see a lot of you stressing too, because a lot of us have Saturn in the 12th house, and that is a hard lesson. That is a hard lesson to learn, because you are releasing a lot of past life karma. Even if you don't believe in it, it's still there, baby. You're dealing with a lot of karma here on this plane. You're dealing with a lot of judgment, as Saturn is the ruler of judgment. Judgment for past life and this life. Like, he's going down on us pretty hard, guys. Saturn's in my 12th house as well. But you're learning hard lessons. And one of those hard lessons has to do with self-love. A lot of it has to do with letting go of idealistic things. Like just the idea of something. Holding on too tightly to ideas too. And not giving the universe room to work. I do hear that a lot of you keep praying and asking for things, and then when the universe hands it to you, you're like, but I want it to be in pink wrapping. I didn't want purple wrapping. I don't even like purple. So you throw the whole damn thing away. And yeah, a little lesson there for you. If you would have just unwrapped it, it would have been the perfect gift that you've been asking for. So have faith in the divine. Have faith that what's on your path is definitely meant to be on your path. I did hear that there could be a few people coming forward, like trying to be friends, if you will. But I don't see you giving them the time of day. But these people would have been loyal friends. They would have been good friends. I'm not saying you did it already. I'm just saying being open to certain friendships or people that you wouldn't normally be open to. Ooh la la, here's strength. Strength means something very different when it comes to faith. Because strength is going to push you to hold on to things even when there's truly no reason, no logical reason, explanation to continue holding on to this. King of Wands. So we got the King of Wands with Uranus too. Guys, you can really do whatever you set your mind to. It's just about bringing discipline into this world, into this realm here. My loves. You're protected. You're protected beyond all means. The Hermit just fell on the floor. You're protected beyond all means, guys. You could really move forward. I'm seeing here with the Salamander. Boop boop. He's definitely going to give you a lot of protection from the fire. Be hyper focused. Be hyper focused on what you want. Don't be scared to ask for it every single night from God. If you want your business to grow, turn to the divine as well. They will move mountains for you that you cannot move here on earth. Here with the Hermit, I am hearing, and yeah, the 10 of Swords in reverse. A lot of you are going to be doing a lot of healing, and healing things you didn't think you were going to be able to heal. I did hear for a lot of you that pesky ex you keep going back and forth with. Those knives are falling out. I'm also hearing for some of you, there was a lot of people trying to come between you and an, I heard it, and a glow up, which is this person as well. Your glow up, your happiness. There were people trying to get in the way. There was a lot of jealousy, which leads me to believe a lot of people were manifesting against you. Because they wanted to be either the person that you were giving all that time and attention to. And, I mean, this person did their damage, though. There's definitely damage here. Uranus is saying that with a little bit of manifesting love, you could definitely bring this back from the dead. But there's forgiveness to be had and a clear, open conversation. Like, for all 10 of those swords to fall out, you must speak, is what I heard. And have faith that things will pan out the way that they're supposed to. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to run out of time. It's going to separate the video. And I'm going to have a link down below for you guys to jump into for the next little video. I hate when that happens, but until I get better equipment, guys. All right. Have faith, right? Have faith. Oh, my sweeties. Yeah, somebody definitely tried to put a wedge. Somebody definitely manifested some kind of ending between you and somebody. It could be a Virgo. Could be a fire sign. Getting mad fire signs here. Could be a Taurus. And, I don't know. I feel like the air is what's getting in between. You know what I mean? Somebody here definitely is holding on to somebody else. It's like a mental struggle. But continue having faith. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords here in reverse, I am seeing you coming out of that. And like just being okay where things are going. But keeping it to your faith and keeping it to yourself. Staying within yourself. Learning about the divine within you. And moving towards your goals, dreams, aspirations. I think I'm saying that right? All right, my sweets. Do I have anything else from Neptune? Keep seeing flowers, like, and smelling them. Ooh, sweet. It's okay to daydream. It's okay to allow your heart to open. You've had to walk away from a lot, but at the end of the day, ooh. I do see some of you actually having to walk away from something to make something else work. So if you're walking away from like a soulmate or something to that effect, I see, or somebody's walking away from you, I definitely see it's just so they could get their grind on. So they could get their pentacles right. And they're close. They're pretty close. They're definitely close there. I do feel like this energy, though, I keep getting drawing back to this, and this is kind of weird, but I keep getting drawn back to the fact that there's this energy of somebody having come between something that was divinely guided, but with time, this is going to work out. Especially if this person takes action, definitely go for it. I mean,